Welcome back to the channel. As on today, January 7, Trump have deployed about 2,000 ICE agents into Minnesota in order to tackle the ICE and the fraud things that's been going on there. And mostly, as you can say, they are targeting mostly Somalians, and they are saying they are the ones doing most of the fraud. People are also saying this is profiling, and many other things have been said. And not only that, there are also been other arrestings been made, like Ecuadorian uh, person that murdered one of the people. I thought Melissa Watts and Tim Wald's people are getting arrested. Let's go and take a look at some of these footages that are going around so we can get a better understanding of what is going on around the world. This is heavy armed ICE agents conducting a raid in Minneapolis and picked up an Ecuadorian man wanted for murder. This is who Tim Walz was trying to protect so hard. Let's go and take a look at that. Both lanes.
Hey, we got you.
Had that 2x4 there, so it's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, what is that there?
And do you know why we're here today?
¿Sabes por qué estamos aquí ahora?
No, no sé.
You will be held accountable for your crimes.
Vas a ser arrestado por los crímenes que tienes.
And we'll take you in for processing.
Buena pregunta. Yo no cometí un delito aquí.
Dice aquí hacen comida. Okay.
We'll take you in.
What? Okay.
So he's wanted for murder, they say. Let's go see. There's been some videos, a lot more videos going on. Like you said, you seen Operation Swamp Sweep kicks off for 30 days, coast to coast, no mercy. So it's been a lot of. There's another video over here down too. Let's go and take a look at that.
老板，
你在中国受到了什么好不好？
不客气就不客气，来不客气，来来来，
来，操他妈！不要走啊！不要走，过来！
他妈的逼这个鸟毛警察！
弄来！
他被抓了，因为他用胡椒水去喷别人了。
Okay, that's somewhere in China. They deal with things a little bit different over there. Oh man, ICE agents again.
He's smashing a window.
Damn, that's so aggressive. Wow, you would think what did they do? He said, are you okay with ICE officers breaking a car window and arresting an anti-ICE protester in Charlotte for allegedly doxing federal agents and warning undocumented immigrants for upcoming raids? What? That doesn't warrant for somebody to go. What is going on?
No! I'm not going to physically hurt him. Batman! Oi! That's assault. I am not bothering you. I am not bothering him. That man is not allowed in my pub. Get out of my pub. Go on. Get out of my pub. Thank you.
Because
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Fuck India, mate.
but I think apologies for the language you're hearing, but a sense of the anger I think you can hear there.
Yeah, Katie, I think Becky, I apologise. We need to leave you there, and Becky, we'll have security there, and we will leave that. And I apologise once again for the language there.
That's the point. What's going on? That is one strong window. This is crazy.
Give her shade.
Americans getting crazier and crazier. There goes the annoying lady.
Quite the security system.
Well, you get 20% off for urgent care services. I mean, look at this. So they're listing all of these, and you get 20%. I've never seen a doctor's office do this, but they're also the Somalian Education Resource Center. What's the tie here?
Calling now. Please wait a moment.
I don't think nobody's gonna open their door for you. They all know you. Everybody knows you.
It's almost. We know.
$1 million in a building that smells like weed and is filled with other healthcare services, when I don't know how the Educational Resource Center is based on 20% off doctor's care. Where there's smoke, there's fire. This doesn't make sense.
I just think it's important to ask questions and get transparency.
We
Like,
would
there
love
should
those
be
questions.
full
We have a
audit.
right to with $14 million in taxpayer money.
100%.
You know, one second here, I'm going to get a video of this. I want to talk about this because this has been my key investigation here. So, all right, guys.
I feel like Minnesota is the highest place now that they are going.
¡Por favor, me están golpeando! ¡Ya me están golpeando! ¡No! ¡No! ¡Enséñales el permiso! ¡No, déjame el permiso! ¡Sácalo, Iván! ¡Por favor! ¡Ahí lo tengan abajo del pantalón! ¡Le están haciendo daño! ¡Le están haciendo daño! ¡Sácalo! ¡Por favor! ¡Por favor! ¡Le están haciendo daño! ¡Le está haciendo daño! ¡Le está haciendo daño! ¡Por Dios! ¡No! ¡Le está haciendo daño!
I know that's difficult to watch for like their co-workers and family members.
Yo llamé a la policía. Por favor, déjame. Déjame llamar al abogado.
It seemed like it's taking heavy place. There's 2,000 officers that they have deployed over there.
Vacation, and now you're moving this small child to the airport. I thought you were on vacation. Ma'am, I thought you were on vacation. What happened to that? Do you have any comment about children that have gone missing that you've helped to escort across the country? Excuse me, is this MDM?
No.
Yeah, guys, it's been a lot of stuff going on, and this the thing have taken place, and people are scared.
A folder on rates and how much it costs here.
Yeah, we have a folder ready for you here with all the rates and the enrollment and everything on it.
So this is enrollment that I fill out, and then this is
That's
the rates.
the rates, and then that's our business card.
Okay, so if I'm self-pay, how much would I, like, how does it work?
Everything is on here. You would have to like talk to the director for
Okay.
like extensive information, but you can just email that email right there, and the director will be in contact with you.
Amazing. And as a parent, when we do come here, and I'm fully registered, then I use this. I put my phone number in, and then what do I do?
And then you take a picture and you sign your kids in and out.
Okay.
Come in and leave.
In and out, okay. So there's some places, some daycares that weren't doing the attendance correctly. What does that mean? That they just forgot to sign somebody in or forgot to sign somebody out?
Possibly, but then even if you do forget to sign someone in, sign someone out, you can always backdate it as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I really appreciate you very much. Thank you for treating us with care. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Good luck here. Thank you for
Thank you
this.
so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We appreciate that. You
Thanks,
too.
you too.
Oh, that's kind of
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Hey, good luck for reminding me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Have a good night.
You
You have a
too.
really nice place.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
So,
I will say something that
that
they
place
was that
allowed us to come in. She didn't want to be on camera, but she did answer questions. It looks like a very nice place. It looks completely legitimate with a lot of kids inside playing. I didn't want to get any of the kids on camera, but that seems like a legitimate business. So, you know, what we want is for people to come out and tell us or talk to us to say, no, we're legitimate. And yes, there is fraud and there are things that have to be investigated out here for sure. But if somebody's running a legitimate business, we want to know that too. We're not out here we're not trying to cause problems out here. We're just trying to ask some questions and figure out what's going on, because we know there's widespread fraud. It's been proven in Minnesota already, and I'm sure in Ohio we're going to find it too. Eventually it's going to be proven. But if there's legitimate businesses, they should be wanting to show, hey, we are legitimate and we're not part of this problem. We don't
You see how he is explaining that, but she is nowhere in interest of putting that out there. She only is interested into finding that and profiling. That's why I have a problem with her.
want to be, just lumped in with everybody else because a portion of the community appears to be involved in some things that, need to be looked at. But that woman.
I don't believe in Republican or Democrat because it's not in the Constitution. It's not in our Declaration of Independence. It's just American, one nation under God. Whatever they do as one. The trick is to give us the illusion that there is a choice, that there is a separation, to keep us fighting over these things. These things right here. Keep us not talking about the fact that we're working harder. 5 generations now. We're working harder than our great-great-great-grandparents and our grandparents did, who had no education, who sent their first generations to college. We were on our way somewhere, and then something happened in the 50s. One of the big things I think that happened is they took the Bible out of school. People don't know, a lot of you young people don't even know the Bible was curriculum. And I'm not religious once again, but the Bible gives us a strong moral code to live by. We were family. We were community. We knew our neighbors. Our children played outside, met new friends. Those new friends wanted to spend the night, and they had to ask their parents, and their parents became friends. Today, mom's in the park on fentanyl, and we think they give us this propaganda about it comes from China, it comes from here. They didn't want this stuff in this country. It wouldn't be here. This is a weapon against us. There is an attack on all of us, red, blue, conservative, liberal, it doesn't matter. The American is under attack. Our dollar is buying a lot less. We're working a lot harder for it. We're losing our constitutional rights, whether you realize it or not, a lot through the technology that we're using today.
Yeah.
You know, these.
It's interesting. Can you go more into that? I'm interested in what, like maybe.
You definitely have some great points there. Definitely. Definitely do have. Let's go see.
Really does not help the people of countries like Venezuela, and it certainly does not help, and it's not in the interest of the United States.
For Ilhan Omar to make comments about a regime change is wild considering her family's history, and I figured not enough people know about her family's history. So let's recap. Her dad and her grandfather were both high-ranking military officials to the Bar regime, which killed over 200,000 people. They're most famous for the Isaac genocide, and they were like, it was the worst of the worst. Aerial bombings, executions, man-made famine. People massively suffered under this regime with the help of people like Ilhan Omar's family, who supported the regime and carried out this horror. Also, you want to know how Barr started out? As a socialist and then became a murderous dictator. I digress. They have family ties to this guy known as the Butcher of Hargeisa, and his whole shtick was kill all but the crows. So I don't know about you, but I've never been in public or at a public gathering with a butcher of people. So the suffering of the people of Somalia was so bad that there was a civil war and the regime was overthrown. Her family fled to first Kenya and then Minnesota, claiming they're like these asylum seekers, these poor people. No. They were fleeing to escape being held accountable for what they did. She was not oppressed. Her family, they were the oppressors. So for the Democratic Party to have her as a representative is insane to me. Like, that's who you want your party to represent. That's who you want to represent your party? Really? And the way that they've like rebranded her as, oh, this poor refugee. No.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has unveiled shocking new evidence that former President Barack Obama and top aides in the Obama administration conspired to subvert President Trump's 2016 election victory and undermine the democratic will of the American people. While publicly pretending to engage in a peaceful transfer of power, in private, former President Obama went to great and nefarious lengths to try to sow discord among the public and sabotage his successor, President Trump. The new evidence released by the Director of National Intelligence, who is here with me today, confirms that the Obama administration manufactured politicized intelligence, which was later used as the justification for baseless smears against President Trump in an effort to try to delegitimize his victory before he even took the oath of office. The truth is that President Trump never had anything to do with Russia, and the Russia collusion hoax was a massive fraud.
Putin is Trump's friend now. Ain't gonna leave that one out there now. But here it's been a lot of stuff going on in America.
Is Chicago. Same day, same sign. This is Orlando. Same.
Yeah, this is the Venezuela stuff going on. Definitely. There's a lot going on to
Completely
uncover this
consistent.
week, guys.
Instead of focusing on fraudsters, DHS leadership instead focused its surveillance on employees. Since then, their expressed fear of retaliation has intensified under an avalanche of fraud in Minnesota. Their numbers have grown from 480 DHS employees, both current and former, to over 1,000 across multiple state agencies. They have told me repeatedly how grateful they are to the House Fraud Prevention Committee for focusing our attention on fraud in the state programs, using their inside information while keeping them completely protected. They have explained that they live in a constant state of fear of retaliation. One only has to look at what happened to Faye Bernstein to understand why. In a very recent Newsweek article dated December 13th of 25, Ms. Bernstein, a former compliance specialist, stated, Minnesota DHS functions in the opposite manner as you would think. Employees who suggest improvements or, heaven forbid, report fraud then face significant retaliation. The messenger is shot. In 2019, Bernstein said she alerted Minnesota DHS officials to sloppy contracting practices that were not legally compliant. But it's not what most people would even consider fraud. She says she was later escorted out of the building, faced lengthy investigation, got trespassed from all DHS owned and leased properties, and received involuntary transfer to another state agency.
Yeah, guys.
So she says. So
it's a lot. It's a lot, definitely a lot going on. And then we'll be back to preview many more stuff that have been going on in America. But for now, that will be it. And I'll see you guys in a few hours. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, which helps the channel. See you later.